I'm Sonia, and I help people take their power back. If you're interested in what I'm up to, check out the description below and be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. In this video, I want to talk about following the rules and trying to follow the rules and trying to figure out the rules and trying to do everything perfectly in order to manifest. And I know this was me. This is not a judgment, and it is just something that I need you to understand, that the way that you have were taught that the world works is not how the world works, and there is no perfect way for you to manifest. There is no one end-all be-all way to do it. All truths are true, and whatever you decide is going to work for you is going to work for you. Everyone speaking on this topic is equally right, whether you agree with them or not. All truths are true. Are there some truths that I think are stupid? Yeah, but that's because, in my experience, that doesn't work and it's fucking stupid. But if it works for other people, who am I to judge them? I had someone leave me a comment recently where they were talking about that they're tired of the limiting beliefs of other coaches, and I can't believe people would say this shit. And it's like, okay, but if that's how shit works for them, then is it a limiting belief? If that is the belief that got them the answers that they were looking for, and that is how they get the shit to manifest that gives them the life they want to live, is it a fucking limiting belief? It is whatever you tell yourself that it is. And this is where there are no set in stone rules other than the law, just like gravity. Gravity's always working. You're always going to fall to the ground. No matter how many times and how many videos I drop this fucking pen, it always falls to the ground. There are no times when gravity isn't working. There are no people that gravity just doesn't work for. Gravity's always working. You function in the world knowing that you stick to the fucking ground. Manifesting in the law is whatever you tell yourself is true is true. Literally, whatever you tell yourself is true is true. That's it. However you choose to function in the world, knowing that that's how shit works, is completely up to you. As long as you tell yourself that it works, it'll work for you. The problem is that when you first find this shit, you are trying to find the end-all be-all solution. And what you do, or at least what I did, is you try, this person says this, so I try it for a few days and nothing changes, so it must not work. And then doing something else, and then trying the next thing, and then this new technique, and then this technique, and this teacher says this, and this teacher says this, and doing it all for a little bit, and none of it ever working. And doing, I just call it technique jumping, going from technique to technique, to technique, to technique, to technique, never getting results and wondering why it doesn't work. It's because you don't believe it's going to work. It's a perfect manifestation until you take a step back and pay attention to what you are accepting as true and what you truly believe, which is just what you tell yourself all the time. The things that you worry about all the time, the things that you accept as true and are functioning from. If you start paying attention, you can't unsee it once you see it. It's a perfect manifestation. And until you're ready to learn about you and realize what you're actually telling yourself and what you're believing is true about things, you're going to continue to get more of the same shit, proving the law is working perfectly. There are no rules when it comes to manifesting. The only rules are the ones that you believe. So if you believe truly that you have to visualize, and you have to visualize this amount of time, and you have to visualize in this specific way, or it's not going to work, you're going to be proven right. Proving that the law works. And then I'll come and be like, well, for me, I function from presence, awareness, choice, and just focus on my thoughts in the moment. And that's what works for me. And then someone else will be like, oh, I do this method or this technique, or this is how shit works for me. All of us are right. We're all right. I am personally speaking from my experience. I can't tell you if anybody else has actually had success with shit because I'm not them. And their motives for telling you what they're telling you, I cannot fucking share. I don't know why they're doing what they're doing. I come on here to share my experience and help the people that I can help. That's why I'm here. Believe me or don't. That is coming from your belief system and is a perfect manifestation. Whatever you are being triggered to think about me is fucking true for you. That is your experience of me, making me your perfect manifestation. Once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Whatever you tell yourself is true is true. That is the only rule that you have to follow. Just like when you're functioning on Earth, you stick to the fucking ground. And if you do things and forget that you're going to stick to the ground, you could end up in some trouble. Whatever you tell yourself is true is true. There are no rules. It's whatever you tell yourself. Whatever you accept is true. So start learning about you. Start taking responsibility and accountability for you. Start realizing how you naturally think, how you naturally function in the world, and what's going to work best for you to start seeing things differently. Because until you do, guess what? The law is working perfectly, proving to you that what you currently believe is how shit works. Thank you so much for watching. Love and light.